allowing events to unfold naturally turned out in our favor.
Just as you said it would.
And success came our way without the hindrance of that most aberrant of human follies. Emotion.
I did indeed.
To think for a moment there, I experienced doubt. So perhaps now you can accept that the primitive cognitive entanglements that derail Mr. Allen today can only serve to hold us back from completing our work.
Yes. I see that now. More clear than ever before.
So sorry, I didn't mean to drop that. I just slipped out of my hands. Oh gosh, my first Killer Frost, and I go and ruin it. Typical me.
Okay, don't worry about it.
I just get so clumsy when I'm nervous.
What are you nervous about?
I'm supposed to be meeting some people here for the first time, and I've got the jitters, which is what this place is called.
Hey, it is.
Apt name, don't you think?
I do.
It's funny, you know, you get nervous, you get the jitters, you go for coffee, and the caffeine acts as a stimulant, which makes you shaky, which could also be known as...
The jitters.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, right.
I'm really very, very sorry.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. Good luck with your meeting.
We're gonna go.
Thanks. Okay.
Yeah.
It did.
What is good, YouTube? Warstu here. If you're into Flash Season 4, this is a channel for you, so make sure to subscribe. So there is 2 mysteries currently, well really 3, on the Flash Season 4. Who is Joe and Cecile's baby going to be? Where has Cecile been for the last amount of episodes? Who is Mystery Girl, Jitters Girl? And also, how are they going to stop the Thinker? Well, recently there was an interview with TV Line from executive producer Todd Helbin that kind of tells us a bit about what's going to come up. So he says the season finale comes out on the May 22nd, which we already know, echoing the season theme. The finale, We Are the Flash title, is absolutely ridiculous. But let's go on. Barry doesn't have to carry the burden of this challenge on his own. It's really a group effort. So I guess it's going to be everyone taking down the villain, not the Flash. This is something that annoys me about this show. It's never the Flash who actually defeats the villain. Like last year, it was Iris West who killed Savitar, not Barry. And he just never, like season 1, it was Eddie Thorne who defeated the villain by killing himself. So it's just, why can't the Flash beat a villain himself? As for the showdown, which Helbin describes as Inception-like, the way they attack the Thinker, it's very different from anything we've seen before in a finale. So this is very broad for them to say that, because we've had some pretty good finales. The season 2 finale with Zoom was absolutely epic. Last year's finale was kind of a letdown. To say it's Inception-like, it's gonna have to have a lot of CGI if it's gonna be Inception-like, because anyone that's watched the Inception movie would know that's mad. And anyone that say, oh, remember the Speed Force fluent waitress first met at the West Allen wedding during the kind of shocking crossover this year, and we've seen her multiple times. The last time we've seen her, she looked pretty salty at Harry and pretty salty at Caitlin. Everyone will get an answer to exactly who the mystery girl is and how she plays into not only this season but next season. So this basically confirms to me that they are going with a Flash family storyline next year, hence why they said it builds into next season. So Jessica Kennedy Parker looks like she's got some more work on the Flash next year. So obviously they're going to be going with some future storyline. There's a reason why this character's come back in time for something. I mean, it could be anyone. I mean, the common theory around the Flash community is it's Dawn Allen because she gets nervous around Barry Allen. But that's not really a reason to say that, and it's like justification for that. Just because she hasn't met Iris, that doesn't mean anything. She's not also met Joe West either. So it's going to be very interesting, because obviously Dawn Allen never actually got to meet her father Barry Allen in the comics. I don't think they're going to go with the Tornado Twins. I mean, I think if it is going to be Dawn Allen, I think they're going to call Nora, because when Barry Allen came outside the Speed Force, he said Nora shouldn't be here. And if you go by the other Speed Force kind of language that he was coming out with, when he says, I didn't do it, I didn't kill him, and that came true. So they did foreshadow a lot of this from the start of the season. I'd prefer it to be like a female version of Bart Allen, or a female version of the Negative Speed Force, similar to kind of what they did in the comic books recently when Barry Allen became like the Negative Flash. So it'd be interesting if she's a villain, not actually kind of this clean-cut girl. And the interview also went on to say that we will find out if Caitlyn will endeavour to reclaim her chill at the end of the season. Everybody will sort of understand what happened to Killer Frost. So it's interesting because in this week's episode in the trailer, we see that DeVoe can use the Killer Frost abilities, yet at the end of last week's episode, it says she can still have the metahuman gene in her, but she's got to find a way to reactivate it. So is it a continuity issue? Is it a plot hole? Because how can the Thinker use it, yet she still has the potential to get it back? And it's interesting that Gypsy's going to try and help him take down the Thinker down this week. After Barry Allen killed Ralph, they're not going to stop at anything. And I think it's just getting really interesting going into the season finale. But to come out and say it's going to be very different to anything done before is a bold claim. The Flash executive producers have a problem with kind of saying things they don't mean or saying things they can't go forward. A bit like when they said no one would guess who Savitar is, yet everyone under the sun literally guessed it months before it was revealed. So hopefully this reveal is going to be worth it. Hopefully we find out soon what DeVoe's plan actually is. It does kind of tell you how they're going to defeat DeVoe in a way. It says they attack DeVoe in a way that's totally different from anything we've seen before. So all that means is it's not going to be about using the Speed Force, not about using speed. That means they're not going to shoot anyone. It means no one's going to kill themselves. So if no one's going to kill themselves, if no one's going to fight each other in a speedster fight because they couldn't do that, and if Iris West isn't going to shoot anything outside of that would actually be something different. I do really like the mystery of Coffee Shop Girl, Jitters Girl. I just hope it's not Dawn Allen. That will be a big cop out. So guys, let me know in the comment box down below, how do you think they're going to defeat DeVoe? I think it would be interesting, but I think it is kind of obvious how they're going to defeat DeVoe. DeVoe is going to basically turn into into an artificial intelligence robot, like we've seen from, spoiler warning, you've been warned, like we've seen in set photos that there's like 10 drones, clones walking like DeVoe, all in sync. So I think it's going to have something to that, and his wife, the mechanic, will betray him. And all Barry Allen really has to do is think and read at supersonic speed to the point where DeVoe can't even keep up with him. And essentially, I think DeVoe will defeat himself, and this new bodies he's got will kind of will stop working. So that's how I think a variation of something like that is how they will defeat DeVoe. So anyway, guys, let me know all your comments down below, and I will catch you in another video very soon. Catch you later.